Hello. Yes, I am wearing a hat indoors, but that's because I live in a 250-year-old flat and it's freezing, shall I say. Anyway, it's New Year, right? We're, 5 days in? So everyone's obviously already smashing their New Year's resolutions. Is that still a thing? I don't even know. I don't set them. I just set goals for 90 days ahead and do that every 90 days, constantly. Okay, anyway, if you are smashing them, brilliant, keep it going. But how long are you going to keep it going for? Okay, because I've done this myself. Every year I used to say, all right, now this is my year, I'm going to do it, and it didn't happen. Okay, and I've got a little story for you, right? It's about my old man. He used to, at this time of year, okay, I think about him a lot, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But he used to, every Monday, he would start a diet. Every single Monday. Starlo's on. Hey, hello. Every single Monday, he'd start a diet, okay? He was doing this for 20 years. Probably longer. That's as long as I can remember anyway. And he was older than me, obviously. But he basically, every Monday he'd want to start a diet. So every Saturday and Sunday, he'd do himself in. He never went down the pub or anything like that, but he used to just sit and drink at home. He used to smoke a lot as well. He started smoking when he was 5 in 1944. That's pretty hardcore. He smoked for 43 years. Okay, and obviously I grew up around him smoking till I was about 10. He used to sit at home and drink a lot, and not get absolutely smashed, but he used to get pretty merry pretty much every single night, and then a bit more on a Saturday and a Sunday, just at home watching telly. And then he'd say, right, Monday's my day, I'm going to start. And then he worked in a factory all his life. Not the same one, but pretty similar jobs, just working on a factory production line all his life. Hated his job. So then every Monday, he'd come back via the bar shop, as he called it, or the off-license, as it is otherwise known. So he used to come back via then and get a few beers, sit at home, drink those. He used to eat a full English breakfast before he went to bed every night. Don't ask me why. He was a bit of a weird chap, right? And here's the thing, he did that for 20 years. He made these promises to himself for 20 years, okay? And he never did it. And then he retired when he was 63, okay, when was that, 2002? He retired when he was 63 in 2002. But he was already done in, because he'd smoked for 40 years. He gave up when he was about 48. But basically, a year and a half into his retirement, he died of cancer at 65, okay? Now, that's it's not tragic. It's not a tragic story, okay? I mean, it's not ideal, but it was expected, okay? If you're going to live like that, that's what you've got to expect, pretty much. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Because I don't want to be like that. Because guess what? I grew up. At the age of 14, I started smoking weed. At the age of 18, I started smoking cigarettes. How weird is that? Right? I was smoking weed for 4 years. This was in... Hang on, when was this? 1989, 90? Now, if the stuff was about what's about now, I probably wouldn't be here. Some of the stuff, like some of the young kids, we do sessions in the park. Some of the stuff they're smoking, bloody hell. Whew. God, they can handle some stuff, I'll tell you. But anyway, I started that when I was 14. I think that was the first time I got really hammered, was on New Year, probably in about 1990 as well. So I was probably about 15. And then I carried on just getting smashed. From then as well, drinking, 2020 in Thunderbird, we've all done it, down the bus stop. Then I was a bit late going out, because I was like 17, because I was only little, and all my mates were like 6'5", and we're all going out when they were 15, 16, so I'd just be at home on my own. get thrown out the pub every Friday night when I was 17 because I was too young and it was obvious. But then, you know, and then I just drank and drank and drank and drank my way all my way through my 20s. I'd given up smoking weed by this point, but I'd got a job as a trader for an energy firm. You know, so it wasn't in the metropolis, London. It was actually in sunny Swindon. Imagine that. Yeah, living the high life. But we used to go out in London a lot. We'd go out in London, drink until 3, 4 in the morning, get a taxi back, go to bed, get up and go to work the next day. So I'd get back home at 5 o'clock in the morning and be at work by 7:30. It's just fucking bananas. I was burnt out by the time I was 30. And I just thought, hang on, do you know what? Do you know who this is exactly like? My fucking old man. So I was like, right, I'm going to do something about it. So I'd been trying to get fitter, stronger, but I was fat. I needed to lose a bit of weight, but I just couldn't because I was enjoying my lifestyle. I say I was enjoying my lifestyle. I had a lifestyle that was running me. I didn't have any control over it whatsoever. So I said, right, and I sorted myself out. I grew up, basically. I grew a pair of balls and I grew up because I was 30 and I was stupid. Okay, so. You know, there's guys coming down the park with me. Some of them have lost family too early, who were too young. Some have already had an event in their lives where, you know, it's kind of a wake-up call. Some people have been down to the doctors and the doctor said, you know, you need to change your lifestyle or you're going to die. That's, you know, this is real. I needed to change my life. If I was still going the way I was going 10 years ago, I wouldn't be here now. I'd be a fat mess, a fat, sweaty, alcoholic mess with a knackered liver, sore kidneys, you know, a massive tie around me, boobs. That's where I'd be. And I didn't want that, so I changed. So have a think about your New Year's resolutions about losing weight, and think about why you want to lose weight, okay? Because like I say, my dad never did it, and then guess what? I grew up smoking and drinking, eating shit exactly the same as what he was doing. Okay? So think about that. What's going to happen with the next generation? They're going to do exactly what you do, okay? They're going to copy what you do. So, bear that in mind. And I might even be back tomorrow with another little story. Because I got a few of these, you know. Done a fair bit. So yeah, anyway. Rugby Tots was on as well. Good man. Hiya, Paul. How are you doing? Paul, the guy who's on, changed his life and he's never looked back. So anyway, good on you. You're an inspiration. Right then. Ta-ta!